Hi, it's Dawn here at Stickleton, and I'm just about to take a walk up to check on the buffalo. So if I show you, the sunflowers are just starting to come out. I'm actually knee deep in weeds. So come along with me as we take a walk up. This is calving time for us at the moment with the buffalo, and yesterday had quite a bad day. Martin's been working away all this week, coming home in the evenings, but he's been out working every day. And beginning of the week, what day are we on now? Friday. Yeah, I think it was Monday. We had our first little buffalo calf of the year arrive. That was Lavender, who had her little calf, and we just found the calf there. It arrived, it was all cleaned up, and everything was fine. And yesterday morning, or yesterday lunchtime, when I'd gone up to check on the mamas, Petunia was in labour, and so I thought, great, yeah, so there'll be another little calf. Let me just get through this gateway. Yeah, another little calf to join the first one. Now the problem was, of course, I was very cautious with Petunia because last year she had a breach and we had to get the vet out, and the year before she'd had a bad malpresentation of a calf, and again we needed a vet intervention. So I was checking on Petunia every half hour, and then I came to the conclusion that things were not going as they should be, and it was just like last year all over again. And I thought, yep, I think we've got another breach. Now I was here on my own. I had my little workman here doing a bit of strimming for me. Martin was away. This was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He wasn't going to be home for another he was actually off down in Kent yesterday, so he wouldn't have been home until late on in the evening. I tried calling a few friends. Well, I phoned the vet first to get the vet on the way because, you know, they are some distance away from us. And then I tried calling a few friends to get somebody up to give me a hand to move her, because she was in the field with the other mama who'd got a new baby, and that mama didn't like anybody going in the field with her youngster being there. So she needed to be moved out, and I knew it was going to be a pretty, you know, dangerous situation, not something I could do on my own. Couldn't get hold of anybody, nobody was around. So I got the young man who does a little bit of work for us to come up, and from where he was working, and I set up, I don't know where they are they here or are they over the other side? I set up a rope for her to follow along, and when the vet arrived, he had an assistant with him as well, and we had to then get her ushered out, keep the other one away who didn't like us being in the field, and yeah, so that's We managed to get her out. It was definitely a breach. Things were not going very well at all. And we did eventually get her over to where we wanted her, away from all the others, and the vet, after a bit of effort, managed to pull the calf, and we thought everything was going well, although the calf was very, very lethargic, which we thought, well, it's exhausted, you know. We were sort of 2 hours in at this point. And then Petunia decided to take a turn as well. So she started staggering, and then she collapsed, and the calf seemed to be deteriorating as well. So there was one vet and my young helper working on Petunia to get some calcium and that into her, and I'm working with the vet to try and revive the calf. We were, you know, hauling it up and trying to clear its lungs and making sure everything was all right, but the calf just sort of slowly slipped away. It did. It just wasn't wasn't coming round at all. So we lost the calf, and but Petunia seemed fine, and in fact she's over. I can see her now. She's over there eating. She wanted to move back into the field with the others last night. So when my husband came home, we moved her across to join the herd again, and yeah, so we did that, and we took the calf away. She'd left it at this point. Initially I left the calf with her, so that she could work out for herself that it was gone. And it was when she'd wandered away and she was lying by the gate, obviously wanting to go back to the rest of the herd, we took the calf away, and that's been buried, and Petunia went back into the rest of the herd. But this morning she seems fine, although saying that, I'm sort of looking at her back end and I'm thinking, oh, she's starting to prolapse. So I'm going to try and get round the other side and have a proper look, but I'll just show you her in the meantime. Right, that's Petunia over there, and this is Lily, who is still due to calf, and I think Lavender and the other two are probably in the shelter. So I want to walk round because I'm not happy about the way Petunia's back end is looking, so I'm gonna try and walk round the back way and have a proper look at her, although now she's going to walk down the field. Yeah, I'm not happy about that at all, so I'm going to nip through the electric gate here and go and have a look and make sure that she's fine. Right, I'm walking over to have a look, and even from here I can definitely see she's starting to prolapse. So I'm going to have to get the vet out again. Yeah, so that's not looking good. So I want the vet out to deal with this before we end up with a major catastrophe on our hands. So I'm going to end it there and go and call the vet.